Chu, Fed, as a watch dealer, what kind of gross margins do you typically target when making an offer for a watch? Can you help me understand the cost structure of a watch deal? E.g., offer price, photography cost, insurance, inspection. Thanks in advance. It would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure to be one of the only people to answer this honestly. I'm not going to say any names. Whenever you see a video saying, oh, on that sub, I only made $500. No watch dealer is in business who can make $500 on 10,000 and stay in business. Now, yes, have I made a very small amount of money on watches? Have I lost money on watches? Absolutely. But that's not the norm. No watch dealer buys a sub for $9,500 expecting it to sell for $10,000. Won't even cover the costs. They're losing money. When a watch dealer says to you, I'm only making $1,000 on this AP and you're spending $25,000 on this AP, he's lying to you. On TikTok, YouTube, lies. There are a lot of honest people out there, but no one, or, at least not that I've seen, not a lot of people are willing to share their margin. So let me explain it to you. So before I share the numbers, first thing, notice the gentleman is asking for gross margin, not net margin. So that is, what is the margin before costs? Okay? Obviously, the net margin is going to be smaller. And also, this question depends on one thing massively. How in demand is the watch? Is it a Rolex sub that I'm going to be able to sell in 2 days? Or is it a lesser known brand like a Vincent Calabrese that I might be sitting on for 6 months? This massively changes the margin. Now, I can tell you, for the hottest watch in the world, my gross margin, and by the way, the hottest watch in the world is not even I'm talking like something I know I can sell tomorrow. The gross margin needs to be minimum 15%, and I hate doing it. For hot watches like subs and Speedmasters, gross margin has to be closer to 18 to 20%. And for something I don't really want to stock because it's going to sit, it can be as high as 40 to 50% gross. I would say our average gross margin is about 25 to 27% selling retail. So for me to the customer. Now, if we were doing a wholesale deal, the margin is much smaller because also I don't have to offer a warranty. I don't have to inspect the damn thing. They're paying for label and they're paying for insurance. Obviously, I can sell the watch cheaper because of that. However, that is wholesale. We're talking retail. So why those gross margins? Well, I don't want to, I'm not saying cry me a river because honestly, I'm making a very decent amount of money. But you have to consider the costs. Already, when a customer buys the watch, depending on their payment method, 3% to 7% off the top. Okay? 3 to 7%, depending what type of credit card, what platform they bought it on. Then, shipping. We don't ship US Post. We ship UPS next day air fully insured to get the watch to us, and then once we sell. So 2 shippings, $50 a pop at least. Then I have to pay the salaries of people to inspect them. Then there's photography and editing. That could easily be over $150 a watch just for the photography. The inspection, well, that's a salaried position. Our watchmaker makes close to $70,000 a year. And then insurance, rent, and all that. No one is making 10% on a watch gross and surviving in business. Those are lies. Pure lies. The hottest watch in the world is 15% minimum for me unless I need the money and I'm taking a loss, and we try and not do anything under 30%. That's the truth. You guys think it's too high? I'm sorry. That's business. That's how it is. You think it's too low? Well, I doubt you'll think it's too low. But that is the truth. No watch dealer, I don't care what he sells, is only making 10% gross off of you. And I'm saying this because I know a lot of people are going to be shocked. Federico, how can you make 30? You know what? Markup on jewelry is 400% at retail. 400%. Watch dealers, hottest watch in the world, 15-ish. Average margin, 25, just under 30. A piece nobody wants, 40, 50, 55, 60. That's how it works. Because we have to sell watches to make money and there are costs. And I'm happy to share all this information for you 100% Honestly. In fact, if I look at my gross margin for Delray watch for the month, gross margin, average gross margin, 28.62%. And guess what? I don't have a massive margin. Every other dealer is doing about the same. They're just not willing to share it to you because they're scared to tell you, how much money they make because they don't want to scare you into thinking you're making too much money. Now, some people might use this information to negotiate. Hey, listen, go for it, but at the same time, if I'm not making the margin I feel I need to make, I just turn down the deal. It is what it is, but I felt this is information I should share with you because I answer things honestly. Anyway, enough of my rant saying how unhonest, it is what it is. It's just, I'm sorry, I got a little annoyed because I'm sick and tired of watch dealers being like, I make 500. It's bullshit is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more content. And of course, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.